Hi, welcome to Pandora's Tarot. This is a reading for the sign of Capricorn for the month of December 2015. Please remember to check your rising sign and your moon sign because that will allow you to understand a bit better the energies that you will be dealing with. But let's look at this reading right here. Right off the bat, I want to say that it's a great month for getting married, for searching for a new home or buying a new home, for getting pregnant or giving birth. Okay, it's an entire reading very much focused on family. Okay, but let's look at the cards individually. You have in the challenge position the Ten of Swords in reverse. This is a card that symbolizes leaving the pain behind, living a situation where you felt even perhaps betrayed because, you know, if we look at it upright, this is someone who has been stabbed in the back. So it was a situation where you felt a lot of pain. In the reverse position, it means that you are focusing on getting over this pain. This is something that has already happened. It won't happen in the month of December. It didn't even happen in the month of November, okay? It happened, I feel like it has happened way before, but you're still working, through the pain to be able to get past it. And in the month of December, you finally are able to do it. In the center of the reading, you have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is a card that represents to me marriages and weddings, of course, the church, institutions, government institutions as well, higher education, bureaucracy, all things related to paperwork. But being in the upright position and in the center of the reading means that it's, if you are trying to buy a home because you have other cards related to that, or you're trying to open a business, that sometimes we treat those things, those creative endeavors as our babies. All the bureaucratic things, the legal matters, will be on your favor, okay? They will run quite smoothly. Now, it's also a card that has a type of spiritual energy, but a spiritual energy related to institutions. So for those of you who perhaps you have been thinking about going back to church or going back to an institution where you had a spiritual practice, or taking up one of those, December is a good month to do so. And of course, December is a month where there's a lot of that type of energy floating around. Now, in the help that you're going to receive, you have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is someone from the fire signs. It could represent someone from the sign of Aries or from the sign of Leo or Sagittarius. I usually see this person as a Leo. But regardless of that, this is someone who has a lot of creativity, and he's always juggling many projects and many things at the same time. And he's also demanding. He wants things to get done for basically yesterday. So this King of Wands came up with the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a card that represents a wedding. So like I said before, a great month for getting married. We have the church institution, we have the actual celebration of the wedding. This is a card that, the Four Wands represents the four pillars upon which you build something. So this King of Wands is someone with whom you will be able to build something that will last. This is someone that comes up as a partner. Could be a romantic partner, could be a business partner, but regardless of that, this is someone with whom you will be able to build the foundations of something that you will be able to nourish so it will grow. This could be the person that you're getting married to. This could be, the person that you're having a child with. This is also a good card for those of you who are looking to buy a new home, to move. Again, you have bureaucracy on your side, so that's a good sign. You will find the right place for you, some place where you can actually stay for a long time. And then you have, in the position of things you cannot change, a great card, which is the Sun. The Sun is a card that represents children. So again, for those of you, it's completely repetitive, this thing, I know, but it's very much, you have two cards that talks about children and two cards that talks about, partnering up and weddings, so I keep repeating the same thing, I'm aware. But again, the sun represents children, and it represents energy, and it represents also happiness and joy, the type of happiness and joy that comes around with the type of innocence that a child has. That purity of heart is represented by the white horse. This means that even though perhaps you will be dealing with a lot of things, if you're planning a wedding, if you have a lot of paperwork or you're starting to study something, you will have a lot of things to do probably, but you will have the energy to pull it through, to keep going. It won't drain you. On the contrary, it will fill you with joy, and that will propel you forward. Now, the final card is the Emperor. The Empress. The Empress is a card that represents motherhood. In some decks, she is pregnant. She represents love. She also, it's the mother figure that, of course, the most common interpretation of that is in the month of December, you're given birth. Could be very close to the New Year's Eve, so keep that in mind for those of you who are pregnant. Could be the month of December where you finally get pregnant, okay, or you finally, all the adoption papers get passed through, and you're able to get your child, and the pain of not being able to be a parent is left behind, and then perhaps you even feel like you're finally a family, that sort of situation. If this is not related to a family situation, the Emperor means that you are nourishing something, okay, because she is, like I said, a mother figure, which means that she has nourished the ground beneath her feet, and things have flourished. So this thing that you're starting to build with this partner, it's something that you can nourish, and it will give its fruits, okay, and it will make you feel very, very proud, like a mother. It's almost, it happened for other signs as well, where it feels like you're starting the year 1 month ahead. Like you did all your work in the previous month, and in the month of December, it's like you're starting the new year, with almost like a clean slate or on a new path. So I hope, Capricorn, that this is helpful. I want to thank everyone who watches and likes and comments my videos. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I wish you Merry Christmas for those of you who celebrated, and of course a Happy New Year, and I will see you next year. Take care.